You know, we first have to remember it's humor. I don't think anything in America is beyond the Family Guy trying to make fun of it. So we have to laugh first because it's supposed to be humor. And it is, by the way, by Stewie, which we don't really particularly like. If you're a fan of the Family Guy, he's kind of the one you want to see like glued to the bottom step, and you know.
He's a talking baby.
That's right. Right.
How real is that?
And he comes off as a smarty pants and a know-it-all. So, you know, consider the source. But Bridgeport is much different than that, and the image of Bridgeport has changed over the many years that I've lived here. It's a wonderful place to live. We've got great sources of entertainment in the city at the arena and the ballpark and the zoo and the Discovery Museum, great library system. It's a wonderful city. 30,000 people come here for the vibes, 300,000 people come here for the zoo, 2 million people use our transit center a year. So I trust their judgment, not Stewie's.
You think this is going to be, overall in the end, a good thing or a bad thing for Bridgeport, this sort of attention nationwide?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, the media wouldn't be here asking me to talk about why it's not true. And when I get to tell you why it's not true, I get to tell you about our arena and our ballpark and our zoo and our transit center and our library system and our wonderful city with a great workforce, with all kinds of land that's developable, and Steel Point just getting an $11 million grant to develop. So all those things are good things, and that's fact, and Stewie's a cartoon.
Why do you think they were picking on the Park City?
Well, they have to pick on somebody. I'm kind of glad they picked me. I could get out there in the media and tell everybody to come here and spend their money and invest here, and look at the brownfields we've renovated. I mean, we have jobs and taxes being paid now from fields that used to look like those smokestacks that no longer look like that. So if I can get somebody out in Oregon or Montana or Iowa or Illinois to come invest their money in Bridgeport because of Stewie, he's not such a bad little you-know-what anyway.
All right, you're starting to talk like the Family Guy characters now.
Mayor, could you figure out why the guy writing that letter had a Boston accent? That was one thing I think there was a lot of confusion about.
You know, we're solidly Yankee fans down here. I think it's pretty clear. So if it had a Bronx accent, I think people would have been happy with it. But the fact that it was a Boston accent was particularly irritating, especially to the Yankee fans down here. I don't know why. It certainly made the segment less credible, and it still got you guys here covering how wonderful Bridgeport is. So I'm fine with the way it worked out. We've
all read this story in the last week or so that Connecticut's been wiped off the map by New England tourism. It's just a blank spot right now. This is sort of a New England show. Does it tie in with New England? And is it any kind of a tip of the cap that they think, hey, this is a New England city here?
I think they're just jealous of us. Everybody's coming to Connecticut's casinos and riding on my highways and my ferry boat, coming to my zoo and playing their golf at my 36-hole golf course, and they're not going to the rest of New England. I think maybe they're just jealous.